Hey guys, we're gonna have a real treat here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, good. All right. We have the #1 solo agent in EXP Canada, Gary Geng. Round of applause. The #2 solo agent of EXP Canada, JP Villenueva. Round of applause. Powerful woman here, Kristina Legault, #16 solo agent, all of EXP Canada. Round of applause. And last but not least, Mr. Howard Hu is #3 overall EXP Canada. Howard Hu. So guys, welcome. I mean, I can go and just off the cuff, but can we put the
just give me
questions on the? Okay, great. So guys, right now, deals are hard to come by. Yes. Yeah, and listings are scarce, like good listings, okay? What is keeping your mindset strong right now in today's market? Ladies first, or yeah?
Oh, ladies first, sure. So I think one thing is, even though the market is not great, I look at it as right now we're just dealing with more stressed out sellers than buyers. So in a seller's market, we have stressed out buyers. They're worried they're never going to get anything. They're making 8 offers on something. They're getting totally discouraged. In a seller's market, everyone's like, why doesn't somebody want to buy my house? What's wrong with my house? You just have to have some more patience and, of course, price. So within this market, I just look at it every day as, okay, I've got more stressed out sellers to work with. I'm going to communicate with them more. I'm going to put them at ease, and I'm going to continue my routines, my discipline. I'm still going to get up every day. I'm still going to go to work, and I'm going to talk to as many people as I can.
So really, it's about talking to people, and
it's always talking to people.
Going
all the
back
time.
into the routine, right? And
discipline
it's just
and routine.
Discipline and routine, and doing your daily things, and just treat it like it's just a lot of stressed out sellers instead of the other market stressed out buyers. You're so matter of fact. And it's because you're so disciplined with your daily routine, is it?
It is the discipline, but I think where a lot of people get caught up is that everyone takes it really personally what's happening. So people aren't mad at me, they're not mad at us, they're mad at the market because the market isn't doing what they want it to do, which is giving them more money than it was 3 years ago. So once you remove yourself from that equation, it just becomes, let's stick to the facts. What's the best thing that we can do to get you the best price on your house, and which is the real goal here, is get you to where you want to go.
It's all about the sellers, where they want to go. Bottom line, you're serving them. All right, great answer. Thank you. Howard?
Just to add to that, I mean, you hit the nail on the head there. I think for me personally, I always look at input. Your day-to-day activity, slow market, it's okay. It's going to happen. The real estate goes like this. Right, so we are in a bit of a dip, which is fine. It gives you more time to take things more slowly and do your due diligence better instead of rushing into deals. And market's gonna bounce back. So if you're keeping the consistency of your input, the output's gonna speak for itself. Because the deals will come, you're talking to the right people, keeping the conversations up, you are keeping activity high, and the deals will happen by itself because you're doing the work.
The amount of input equals the amount of output. That's all there is to it.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you. JP?
Yes. Hello. Yes. First of all, thank you for having me, and I'm fortunate to be here. Thank you, John, and Build25 for having this event. I do hope that everyone that came here that learned something from everyone today, not just by us, the speakers, but also from the people and the person beside you. This is a great place to be in terms of learning. And I do hope that what you learned today, that you put it into action. Thoughts, actions equals result. Whatever you put in your mind, and whatever you learn today, if you don't put it into action, then the result will not happen. And that's what I always put in my mind and in my head, every time, all the time. In terms of the question, what keeps the mindset and consistent, excuse me, I'm nervous. Mindset and hopeful. It's all about having that goal. Go back to your goals. What's your goal? I always put in my head that I want to help 100 families a year, 100 deals a year. That's always in my head all the time, every time. And we all feel lazy. That's normal. I feel lazy all the time. But every time I woke up, and I believe that's the psychology behind having a vision board and the psychology behind putting $1 million check wherever you want to put it, that's what makes us me to kind of like get out there and make that call. So we all have that gift, and you have to find that gift. So, and what I mean by that is not everyone, for me, for example, I'm not good at door knocking. I don't door knock. I tried, and I tried many times. It doesn't work for me. I tried calling expired, told me to get out of here. And so that's the thing that doesn't work for me. What works for me is social media, attending events, and finding that niche. So as a Filipino real estate agent, I find myself that I connect better within my culture. And that's what I took advantage of. So when they say that there's no shortcut, that's the shortcut. It's nothing wrong with finding that shortcut. And for me, when I tried so when something doesn't work, try something else. And when that thing worked, master that. And that's what I believe about MMA, and I learned that from John as well. Once you master that skills, market that skills, and then automate it. So it's always in my mind to master, market, automate, master, market, automate, master your skills, market your skills, so that everyone knows out there who you are and who we are, and then keep repeating that. And I believe that's kind of like what's on my mind all the time, every time.
Master, market, automate, action. Thoughts leads to actions equal results. That's amazing. And I hear Filipinos they stick together, and they're the most loyal clients. Right? They 100% Filipino clients, yes?
Pardon me?
I said,
No, sorry. No,
Oh, okay.
not 100%.
99%?
So,
Okay.
well, my focus, definitely, the energy that I spend to family is pretty much the focus. You have to find your laser focus. But if there's any other culture or different culture that needs my assistance, definitely I'm there, right? But let's say if you're a Filipino, I'll be beside you, and I'll talk to you and sell you out.
There, there was a man who won like 800 million here in Surrey. He's Filipino. And then I see the Facebook comment, JP saying, I'm going to track you down and buy your house. Kuya. All right.
I got his email and I emailed him. He ignored me like 5 times. Until now, I'm following up, still ignores me.
Keep going. Keep going. Guys, round of applause for JP. Come on. And Gary, I've known you for almost 20 years, and you're just absolutely crushing it. You don't even drive more than 5 kilometers to sell a $4 million home. So what are you doing to keep consistent?
The real estate market is always ups and downs. Okay, it moves, in cycles. So in today's slow market, so we still never give up, never quit in slow market, because we, as a realtor, we must be consistent. The success, from consistent of actions. So as me, I just, spend a lot of time and working with different people, different clients. So I always believe the time is an investment for the future. So never treat time as a wasted effort. So today you work more, and tomorrow, more deals, and it's automatically, come out. So particularly in today's market, so for example, we have more opportunities now today because of fewer competitors, and then we have more room, more time to discuss, different related, issues with different clients. So we know what's the seller's insights, what they're thinking about it. And some people are very desperate, right? Disappointed. And some people, eagerly would like to buy something. So I think that this is a good time for realtor to get more clients and more communication with different. So I think that, as a realtor, our job is not just making deals, conversation. As John mentioned, communication. This is our job, right? So with the communication, a conversation, we have more and more relationship with different people. And then we have trust. And then we have clients. So in the past almost 20 years, I always did like this. So no matter how the market is good or bad, we just do the same job. Continue, never keep the things going on. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Round of applause for all the answers here, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So really, guys, if you don't give up, I always say, if you don't give up here in 2025, if you're still here, pat yourself on the back because we're going to get more market share. We're still, and people in this room are the top 1%. We're going to keep working and everybody else is going to fall off and we're going to get more market share, get our unfair share. All right. What's the single most effective thing that you're doing right now to get more listings?
Golf.
Golf? Okay, one word answer.
No.
Great.
Let me elaborate.
Okay.
I spend more time doing what I like hobbies, because the market is slower. And this gives me a chance to farm, right? Whether it's, the golf community or the car community that I'm a car guy, or I play games, gamer community, So I'm constantly talking to people. Like, this brings back to the earlier conversation, is do the input, whether this is your hobby or doing something that you love, or just find something to do, and that's how you get more deals, right? Just building the right connection and be consistent about it. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple and, do the things that you like and talk to people. So you're actually living your life and working at the same time. I love that. I love that. And golf, yes. All right.
I still suck.
Kristina.
So when we are in this type of market, I tend to double down even more on advertising, especially social media. I think none of us really enjoy being on social media or filming ourselves talking about real estate, and you look at everything and, oh my gosh, I don't want to post this. Post it, move on. I think for me, and I think for a lot of people, I see them moving the needle when they start recording themselves and posting on stories or on your Reels, YouTube channel. That tends to give you more authority. People listen to what you have to say. And I think a lot of time we don't realize that people are watching what we're doing and how we're kind of going about our business when the market is slow. If you disappear when the market's slow, when it bounces back, people are going to think you're out of the game. So it's a really good time while everyone else is retreating, double down and go forward. And then when the market comes back, you are going to be busier than ever.
I love that. So once again, it's just being out there and showing that you're still in the game and everybody else is falling off. When the market comes back, you're going to get your unfair share. Awesome.
Yeah, and
awesome.
we do, we'll hand out coffee cards in front of a coffee shop. We'll just put $10 on a card and kind of stand there until we run out and put a little
where are you going to be
sticker
next?
on the
I'll be
back.
there.
We'll just mail one to you.
Okay, sounds good. All right, JP.
Yes. So there's many ways actually to get listings, but I actually wrote them down. Not technically listings, but for me, it's whatever client I can find, regardless if it's a seller or a buyer. And I first write them all down. Either going through Paragon looking for expired, door knocking, past clients, social media, advertising, going through events, birthdays and friends and family, center of influence. Write them all down in order for you to see what will generate you the result. And what works for me for generating the result to find clients is, again, social media and attending birthdays and events. And I do sponsored as well. So I would sponsor, if there's an event, sponsoring for $100 or $500, so that you can speak and share your value to them, and just get their contacts and follow up hard. So that's kind of like the way I find clients, not regardless if it's a listing or a buyer. And I just keep doing that. And once I track down where these clients are coming from, I mastered on that, and I make sure that I do more of those in order for me to increase my closing ratio. So there are times where you will not find that result, and it's because probably it's not your gift, and you may want to find or try something else that will generate you that result, and that's why I focused on.
So you actually track where it comes from, what's working, what's not, and you get rid of what's not working. JP actually takes a selfie with all of his clients when they close, and they tag them on Facebook. So all of their friends, your clients' friends, see you.
Yes.
And all the comments that come in, some of them are like, hey, I want to buy, call me, right?
Yeah, thank you, John, for bringing that up. So, in addition to that, like when every time I go to a possession day or inspection day with clients, and they're happy and they're gonna move forward, and possession time, take a photo. You know, because that's the most exciting part of the family that you help. And once you take that photo and you know, tell them, am I okay to post it on social media? And I tag them on social media, and their friend sees it, and that's a potential client for you. Every time a single like or a single comment is a potential lead, and every time, and that works for me all the time, every time, and that's why I do that always. Inquiries comes in because there's incoming and then there's outgoing. Incoming and outgoing. When you advertise and you put your face out there in social media, it's like you're putting a crab pot in the ocean, waiting for the crab to come in. Aside from you having a fishing rod and fishing, and that fishing, you fishing, is you are making an incoming. You're trying to hunt while you have a crab pot, while you're advertising, hoping that you will get a lead from that post.
So like Sam says, you have to be both a herbivore and a carnivore. So you're doing both. Great job. Gary?
Oh yeah, just they mentioned, you know, so many different ways to get listings. But for me, I think that mostly it's a referral. And particularly when you recent sold properties, you try to promote. And then neighborhoods, particularly for neighborhoods and friends, when they saw your sold advertising, and the homeowner would like to talk to you. So that is a very effective, you know, way to get more listings.
So after it sells, you tell their friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just promote that this property is sold by me. So many people surprised, oh, this is good. So they are coming to me. It's okay.
Amazing, amazing. So through friends and referrals and telling everybody. So the best marketing plan in real estate is this. Take a listing, get a price right, get it sold, tell everybody, right, and repeat. That's what Gary is doing to become number one.
Yesterday I received almost 10 calls because I just sold one property, Mackenzie Heights.
Wow.
I sold, the price is 6.5 million, and all because there's a sign sold. And I did a post or MS, so people would like to know how much, right? So they are just asking, and you know, so that is potential listing opportunities.
Wow. 10 calls from one post. Yeah. Bottom line is get it sold. All right, next question. Round of applause for those answers. Amazing. Super, super amazing. All right, so when sellers are nervous about the market, what's your best move to win their trust and to win their listing? Howard?
I'm a big numbers guy, so for me to, you know, earn their trust is being open and honest about the numbers. I think you talked about it earlier too. You know, if it's a listing's gonna be overpriced, you gotta tell them the hard truth, and let the numbers do the talking, because numbers don't lie. Because they see what their neighbors sold for, and if they want 50K higher, you ask them, well, why? Like, why do you think your home is worth?
You're so kind. Why?
Why? Tell me. But basically, you know, just having that conversation with them and doing a proper CMA and looking at the building sold or your neighbors and everything, and just statistics, the Greater Vancouver Board, like everything, all the numbers combined, you can play around with a lot of figures, but at the end of the day, it comes down to one number is what their home's worth. So, and they have to see that you know what you're talking about to build trust and to build solid communication. And building trust is not just a day one thing. You gotta, from the moment you meet somebody, you gotta do what you say. You gotta show up. You gotta be accountable. right? So every step of your communication, whether you message them right away or you're on top of things, like it builds trust slowly. And you got to build trust to the point where whatever you say, they don't doubt. And that's how you secure a client long term, not just a listing.
The most important thing right there, guys, was doing what you said you would do and do it over and over and over until you actually build that trust. Then anything you say, they'll listen to you because you did the small things to build it up. Great work. Kristina?
I think for me, it's a lot of, you're going into somebody's home. They've done a little bit of searching on you, so they're a little bit more comfortable with you coming in because they've got a bit of a head start. So we're going cold into people's homes most of the time. And so that first interaction, I just really try to make the people feel comfortable, feel like make myself respectful of their space. They welcome me into their home. And just giving them the facts and sticking to this is what's happening. And again, like what I was saying earlier, it's not a personal thing. The market is not personal about your house, about the price. And this is where we're at for pricing. But what's going to be great is when you go to buy, you're going to have a lot of leverage because those sellers also want you to pick their house, and you're going to be able to have an opportunity to negotiate on it, get yourself a good deal. And so it's really giving them also all of the information, exactly what's happening in the market, which builds trust because you're not trying to pull the wool over their eyes or saying, you know what, I can get you 200K more than buddy over here can get you. And that is what builds trust with our clients.
Yeah, really listening to what they want, essentially. Yeah. JP?
Transparency. And I believe that's where the role play comes in. Mastering your skills. So if you're not confident in terms of providing value, then how is your client going to be confident in you, believing in you that you can help them? And that's why it's important for me to be attending the training and the role play, listening, watching a podcast in order for me to ensure that my skills are sharp all the time. Don't get me wrong, I always, a lot of times as well, that I don't get listings. And that's why that motivates me to kind of improve myself more. What can I do to improve myself to be better all the time, every time? And it's just that momentum for me to ensure that whatever the client needs, that I'm right there to provide the answer that they ask for in terms of their needs. So, for example, if there's a potential client that wants to list, I want to make sure that I study the market well enough according to that specific property that they want to sell and buy with confidence and being transparent all the time so that they know that you're there to give value and assist them all the time.
Gotcha. You got to know the market and be transparent, be honest about it. Okay, good. Gary?
Well, we as a realtors, actually we are a salesperson. But salesperson in the public, reputation is low. So when we talk to the,
People hate realtors? Really?
Yeah. It's true. So usually we try to be a not salesperson as a consultant. Yeah, really as a consultant. So this is very important from the very beginning, right? When you talk to your clients or sellers. You must prove your values. You must prove your values, and as you mentioned, you must be confident. So if you are not confident, the seller will not trust you because you will be the listing agent to sell their property. Okay, so you must know the market. You must know how and what the sellers needs. Okay, and the seller always choose the listing agent not because he or she is experienced or smart. They must choose who they can trust, account to it. So when you talk to the listing, their property, you must do the market strategy, particularly for their property, not for general. Because every unit, every property is different, right? So the better you prepare more materials, maybe package or some binder. So let they know that you did a lot of work on their property, and then they think that you are experienced and you can be trusted. When you, if they think that you are the trusted person and understand what they need, then the listing will belong to you. Thank you.
Round of applause. All right. Really listening to their needs, and really you have to know the market in order to gain their trust, right? So, all right, great job. Next question. And we can skip to the last one here. All right. All right, since we're now in 2025, okay? And it's been a tough 3 years, hasn't it? Yes or yes? Yeah, nobody wants to admit it, it's okay. What's a single step that an agent can do right now to move their business forward so they can get the next deal? And if you can get one, like Sam said, you can get a lot. What do you think?
Social media. I think a lot of people are not using social media still to the full potential. And social media to me is like virtual door knocking. Instead of you physically knocking on someone's door, you can post something, advertise it, and get tons of hits online. So I know not everyone's comfortable doing Reels or TikTok or just posting stuff in general.
Why'd you point at me for TikTok?
You know why, but anyway. But not everyone can do what you do, right? Like it's not easy. And a lot of people camera shy, or you don't, so again, social media is not just about making videos. Just making content in general, right? Listings, market updates, even go do someone's open house for them and post about it. Or go to pre-sales and post about that. Those are free listings because they give you the information for free, right? So there's all these things that you can do in a slower market that build your brand presence to move your business forward. And social media is a big part of what I believe in. So.
Awesome. And followers and likes don't really matter, right? It's just about getting yourself out there, putting your value out there so people see you.
Just staying top of mind.
Staying top of mind. Great job. All right, Kristina?
I would definitely agree with the social media, and it's completely underutilized. So if you don't already follow John, follow John because he does a great job with it. I would say open houses. Now, me personally, I do not enjoy an open house because I find it a little boring, but I would say double down, do 4 open houses a weekend, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, get your signs everywhere, because then what happens is people are driving around their city, they see your signs everywhere, and they're like, holy, that person is working and is diligent. Go knock on the doors. They were having an open house. Maybe you have a neighbor, somebody wants to come see it, a friend. Because what will happen is, again, top of mind, they're seeing that you're out there working, and if you're working that hard for your their neighbor, you're going to work that hard for them.
When you introduce me,
amazing. You got to post everything.
I'm going to be.
Right.
They're going to
JP?
play an Eminem because I'm from Detroit.
I just want to get the feel of all the audience here.
If you stand up,
If you're a realtor, because I'm not sure, I don't think everyone is a realtor here. Please raise your hand. All the agents, just the realtors only.
Livonia, yeah.
If you've done 1 or more deals, keep your hands up, please.
Detroit.
If you've done 1 or more deals, please keep your hands up.
That's everybody.
If you're done 10 or more, keep your hands
Ann
up.
Arbor. They don't need to know. Detroit.
If you've done 50 or more, please keep your hands up.
Nice.
If you've done over 100, please keep your hands up. How about if you've done more than 500, please keep your hands up.
John Rhoda. One guy.
Singular audience, teams, what have you. So the reason why I ask is those person that keeps their hands up, learn from them. Those agents that done over 100, 200, I want to learn from them as well. And that's what I did. I want to ensure, I made sure that these agents that did a lot of deals, they must be doing something right. And for me, if you're just starting, it's best I started with building a database, collecting all those contacts and ensuring that I have a strong database for me to follow up. And once you have that database, as you move on and you've done 10 deals or 20 deals and you want to double up, then you now have to create a system. That system that you will respect, not just know, but will respect in order for you to stay consistent and generate that consistent result. And that's what I ended up working on all the time to ensure that every time I feel lazy, which we do feel all the time, especially when we're hungover, you still gotta make that 20 calls. I just have to work on that mindset in order for me to achieve that goal that I want and help 100 families.
How many have you done this year so far?
70.
70. Round of applause. Solo agent. And once he gets off stage, everybody tackle him. Because he says, tackle the one that has the knowledge. All right. Thank you, JP. Gary.
Yes, just like, build up database is very important, and you. But for me, I think that we try to focus on our past clients because, every couple years, we did the statistics. Every 4 years, this is a cycle. So the homeowner, maybe they probably gonna change, relocate or sell or buy. So if you have 100 clients, as probably every year there are 25 homeowners that are thinking to
Write
sell
that down.
or to buy.
Every 100 clients, 25 may be buying or selling
maybe 20,
this
25.
year. Write that down.
Yeah. So if you have 500, if you have 1,000, so even those clients keep you very busy, right? So I think that some realtors are always working for new, but because time is limited. So they forgot past clients. Then they have new, but without old. So for me, I think that I didn't do so much advertising. I also didn't do social media, to be honest.
You're non-existent, Gary.
I just do the existing clients, work for them every day to try to spend some time to communicate with them. I try to understand what they're changing. Family, maybe they need to buy new or change, downsize or upsize or relocate. So mostly I work on this.
Call your past clients. All right. Hey, everybody stand up. You four stand up as well. Everybody stand up. Shake it out a bit. Shake it out a bit. A huge round of applause for the four superstars.